Hello and welcome to a fresh edition of Soccer Talk with Mumini Alao, the Road to Russia edition. My name is Tunde Koiki, your regular anchor, and with me, as always, is Mumini Alao himself. Thank you so much for joining us.
My great pleasure, Tunde, and it's like the road to Russia is getting hotter now.
Yes, and particularly closer. It's just less than 100 days to the kickoff of the FIFA World Cup itself.
Because action really starts now with the international friendlies all over the world.
Absolutely. And that takes us to the topic for today. The Super Eagles will officially begin their quest, their preparations for the FIFA World Cup with the first international friendly against Poland in the Eastern Polish city of Wrocław. I hope I got that right. So this is the first official friendly for the Super Eagles. The first time they're assembling this year. What do you expect to see from this game?
Well, I think first and foremost, I wish I was in the camp, actually, with the Eagles. Because what I would love to see, first and foremost, is the camaraderie, amongst the players.
Oh, yeah.
Because
since
it's a long time that they were together in camp at all, and now they're coming together again. That's the first thing you would like to see, because it actually has it plays a lot of role on what you get to see eventually on the pitch. But talking about the game against Poland, it's a good thing that Poland have also qualified for the World Cup. Yeah. So they will take this friendly very seriously. And they are in the same group as Senegal?
Senegal, Colombia, and Japan.
Excellent. So they will see Nigeria as a forerunner, for Senegal. So they will take this game very serious.
And so a lesser degree, even Colombia, because Nigeria has always been described as an African team possessing maybe a bit of South American. Well, I think that discussion can be left for another day. Yeah. So for both sides, there is a lot to gain, from this friendly. Okay, Nigeria, we are playing against Iceland. We're playing Iceland.
And we're also playing Croatia at the World Cup. So I think
we raise a lot of questions really. That why do we really need to play Poland? We're not playing. Poland is a Central European team. We are grouped with a Scandinavian team. We are grouped with a Balkan team. We are grouped with a South American team. So what
is common for Europe, for all European teams? I'm sure you know today is their organization.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Technical ability,
and then excellent organization. And I think that's what we're going to see. Against the Polish team. And we want to see how our boys will react. Luckily for us, most of our boys play in Europe already. So in talking about organization and what the Europeans will offer, they know what to expect. But I will be looking to see whether Ganatroll will be trying out a lot of the new players that he has called to camp. Because we have quite a number of players in this squad who didn't play so many games during the qualifiers.
For example, the likes of Joel Obi, who is making a return after almost
he's coming to the team for after a long time out. So I want to think that those are the players that Ganatroll will be putting forward. He will be looking at balancing, attitude and also getting a result that will not be too demoralizing. Okay, so it's going to be a fine balance, because as much as you want to see, new players, you also don't want to suffer, a heavy defeat when you play this kind of friendlies, because you need a good result for the morale of the team. So it's going to be a fine balancing act, but I think he will lay more emphasis on seeing new players rather than getting what we consider a good result.
You talk about new players. What about new formations? We saw them play a 5-3-2 variation against Germany that worked, against Argentina, I beg your pardon, that worked quite well. Is this something that he might be looking at against the World Cup? Maybe try, because Nigeria is more or less a 4-3-3 team without a 5-3-2. Could he be looking to try new variations ahead of the FIFA World Cup?
Well, I guess that should be expected, because I think in one of his recent interviews, he actually said he's looking at getting the team to be able to change tactics, change formation while the game is going on. Because sometimes you will need to make changes
within the game
before you can change the formation. You need to change some players. And he was talking about with the same set of players, he wants to see the possibility of changing formation while not changing any new players. For those of us who are just soccer fans, we may not notice when these kind of things take place on the pitch, but that's what the coaches are always looking for. Because when you get onto the pitch and then your opponent comes up with something interesting,
you have to adapt to
that. So you need players,
who have that tactical flexibility.
Absolutely. So I think that's one of the things. So you are right, Tunde, that he will be looking at formation, different formation within the game proper, and then maybe at halftime he wants to turn things around. He will have to see how the players will respond to all of that. Yeah. So and let's face it, that's what friendly matches, warm-up games,
really
that's what they are really meant for.
To test new situations,
new players, new formations,
new conditions.
Absolutely.
Finally, before we go, of course, the Super Eagles will be up against the much dreaded Robert Lewandowski, striker for Bayern Munich, one of the most feared players in European football, and I think a Polish footballer of the year for God knows how long.
For 5 years now.
Would that be a good test for the likes of William Troost-Ekong and Leon Balogun ahead of their confrontation with the likes of with the best at Iceland, Croatia, and
absolutely. I'm sure today, before you count 5 strikers in Europe, you will have to mention Robert Lewandowski. For how many years now he's been top scorer for Bayern Munich in Germany?
I can't remember.
So I would love to see how our players will react to him, how they will cope with him. Because he will be a handful definitely for Balogun and Troost-Ekong. I'm sure that's an area where Ganacho is not likely to be taking any chances.
No.
Because
probably go this tested and trusted defensive partnership.
Absolutely. So I think it should be an interesting game, and let's see how the Super Eagles will cope.
Well, you've heard from the man himself, Mumini Alao. He feels it should be an interesting game when the Super Eagles of Nigeria line up against Poland in an international friendly this Friday, and we're all looking forward to it as well. It's been a great show. Thank you so much again for joining us.
My pleasure.
And thank you for watching Soccer Talk with Mumini Alao. The Road to Russia edition makes a return some of the time. We'll see you then.